Hello everybody. Welcome to Path of Titans, where I am trying out the new solo matchmaking mode that the developers have put out, and I'm just kind of doing a little follow-up video to the update video I did a couple days ago. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who commented or watched the video or, you know, the Velocci, I used to know how to say your name, I promise, I used to know. But, for the shout out, thank you for the shout out, and thank you to the developers for listening in the first place. Oh no, it's a Kentro who's in trouble. I will save you. I will save you. Don't worry, I'm on it. I will save you. I will save you, friend. Yay! Teamwork makes the dream work, everybody. Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, and thank you to the developers for taking it seriously. If I had known my video was going to get this much attention, I would have made it a little more professional and, you know, whined a little bit less. I did make that video when I was frustrated and angry, so it is full of a lot of my personal problems with the game. Sorry about that, had a phone call. I'm back now. So anyways, I am playing in the new solo mode that the developers are testing, which honestly, I'm very impressed that they managed to get something to test the solo matchmaking out so quick. I heard a frog and I'm very... Where's the frog at? So this mode has passive growth. You can change your abilities by sleeping. There are no waystones, and there are no big dinosaurs like Apexes, like Rex or Trike or Hats, which should make solo play a lot more bearable. Plus, there's no grouping, and with no waystones, it'll be harder for people to come and help each other, because they're, you know, you're never gonna stop Discord groups from working together even without grouping. Where's my frog at? There he is. Let's go get him. I know that's a problem on official servers especially, and that's part of the reason why things are being nerfed as they are. There we go. Is because groups are like getting together in voice chat and helping each other out, but not actually grouping up. That should be harder in this solo-only matchmaking because, you know, there's no waystones, you can only have one dino, so if you die, it's not like you can just switch to another adult dino. There's no hats, so it's gonna be harder for people to just switch to a flyer to come back and revenge kill. So, I know this new solo mode isn't going to fix everything, but I definitely think it's a step in the right direction, especially for solo players. Oh, excuse me, I have some allergy problems. Woo! One thing I would really like to see fixed is the sound. I know a lot of you agreed with me on this in my last video, that, you know, once a dinosaur gets a few body lengths away from your dinosaur, you can't hear them anymore. Even if they're sprinting or broadcasting, there's just no volume. So I hope that gets looked at. I think that would improve everybody's lives across the board, regardless of what you play. Just because being able to hear something coming with enough time to hide, or hear something and with enough forewarning to be able to make an ambush is very important. Especially when you're alone facing, you know, odds that might be against you, like a mega pack or whatever. So I hope the sound issues get fixed. I also know a lot of you out there who play Alio, Metri, Picno, I know you're suffering, and I feel for you, I really do. You don't have Scavenger, the critters don't give a lot of food, and they're very inconsistent spawning. Baby dinosaurs don't give a lot of food anymore either, so I know you guys are out there suffering, and I hope something can be done to help you guys out. Because for all of my personal problems with Akilo, you guys are worse off, 100%. And honestly, after some PvP testing and some solo playing on my own, Akilo isn't as bad as I feared. Like, it's definitely weaker than it was, but it's still doable to play solo. So my main is not gone, thankfully. I know some of you, your main dinos have been nerfed to the point you can't play them alone, so I know I'm lucky. Someone has been here because these branches have been picked up. That's scary. A crab! I love the crabs developers. I love the crabs. More crabs, please. More crab spawns. I love the crabs. I like eating them, but I hardly ever find them. But, overall, I have been with the game for 5 years. I've been playing it a long time. It's had its ups and downs, and this is just a particularly big down. But honestly, I trust in the developers to find a solution. I don't think anything they've done has been malicious. Like, I've known them for a fairly long time now, and I honestly don't think anything they've done was, you know, specifically to spite someone or to make your lives worse. And I'm hopeful that that the game will turn around and things will be fun again for everybody. I know the game is still very much in progress and in testing, so, you know, it's not like it's a final solution. They're like, well, that's what you get. It's still very much a work in progress, so hopefully things turn around and become better. Trying to think if I've talked about everything I want to talk about. Let's see, I wanted to thank everybody for all your feedback and comments and subscriptions. I wanted to thank the developers for listening and acting quickly to take steps to at least start alleviating some of the problems. I wanted to mention the sound bubble and how I think that is a really big issue that needs, you know, priority fixing, because it's kind of wrecking a lot of people's fun. More crabs, very important to have more crabs, yes indeed. And in general, just, I appreciate everyone being here. It's a great community in this game. I mean, you get bad eggs everywhere, but for the most part, this community has always been very supportive and very nice. And my recent video, I think, really shows that, because there's a lot of you out there who are supporting each other, and, you know, just sharing your similar bad experiences can also help just get the point across that there's more than just me or a handful of us having this issue. So I'm glad apparently I'm actually done with shells and I didn't even notice. But, I'm glad I was able to bring the issue up in a way that actually got it attention. I know I've submitted a suggestion about a lot of these things before, and I don't think much came of them, so if I was to list a few things that I would want to see change to make life better for those of us that don't group, it is, I think baby dinos should get a little bit more food based on size. Like, if you kill a baby raptor, yeah, that's not going to give you a lot of food, and it shouldn't give you a lot of food. But if I kill a baby Suko that's nearly the size of my dino, I should get something from it. I mean, it's almost as big as my dinosaur is. I should get food from something that large. And right now I feel like the bigger babies don't give the food you would expect from something that size. And it can be rough, because a lot of the times when you're alone, that might be the only food option you can find other than critters, which, again, are kind of inconsistent in their spawning, but also aren't as fun to hunt as a, you know, player. Forgot what I was talking about again. It's hard to do two things at once. Yeah, I think I've touched on all the things I want to talk about. Back in the desert where I belong. I like the desert. I like living here. And I know that part of my problems are because of how I play. I know some people brought that up, like, well, if you would go live in Savannah or Grand Plains or Impact Crater, you would always find food. It's like, yeah, but I shouldn't have to go live in those places in order to survive, you know? Like, I shouldn't have to rely on there being a mountain of corpses laying around from constant deathmatching in Impact Crater to be able to live, you know? I want to be able to survive in the outer edges of the map where hardly anyone goes, because there should be more people out there. Where's all of my branches? Someone's been picking them up. But, yeah, I like the desert, and I know because I like the desert, that's part of the reason I struggle to survive, because, you know, not a lot of players come out here. But I do like living out in the desert, and I like hunting out here. Yeah, I know some of my problems are indeed my problems, as in personal game choices that make the game harder for me, but not all of them are, and I'm glad the developers are looking into this. And I'm hoping for more changes down the road that will make things better for everybody, and I think this new solo game mode is a step in the right direction. But I'll stop rambling for now, and I will leave you guys to it. Have a good weekend. Thank you again for listening, commenting, subscribing, all that, and see you all in the next one.